Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Ascot Racecourse here on Champions Day, here on Saturday. It is October the 17th, 2015. I'm going to go look through all the races from Ascot on this wonderful day of racing. And remember to please follow me on Twitter at 316picks for more selections. It's my favorite time of year for racing. You have champions here at Ascot. And then you also have British Cup coming up in 2 weeks from today. So that's what I really like. I think British Cup is like my favorite time of the year. So we have a lot of races to handicap, 6 of them. Let's start off with the first one, the 12:45 post time. It is the Quipo British Champions Long Distance Cup. It's a Group 2 here, Class 1 event here for 3-year-olds and upwards. Traveling 2 miles here. Purse is $468,000. That's American currency, 300,000 pounds in the UK. We have a field of 13 horses. A very tough race to handicap here. Found 2 horses I really like. I'm gonna go 5-8 here. Number 5, Forgotten Rules. Pat Smellen in the saddle. And the American odds, I have him at 5-1. Last time out, they were on Kirk and Ireland on September the 13th of this year. In a list, in the Palmerstown House Estate Irish St. Ledger Class 1 event that day, Group 1. Finished 5th by 13 lengths, going a mile and 3/4. He just really wasn't there. He dropped 5th near home. So it wasn't his best start. That was the horse's first start in about 2 months. Start before that was actually on June the 28th at Kirk and Ireland, a mile 3/4, and the At the Races Kirk Cup Group 3 Class 1 event. Finished 4th by 6 3/4 lengths. Was a heavy favorite also that day, and he just had nothing that day. It was really out of it. This horse hasn't won since May the 17th over at Nav in Ireland, a mile 3/4 in the Coolmore Vintage Cup Group 3 that day. Won by 1 1/4 lengths and was heavy favorite that day, and just went on to win in the final furlongs. Gonna go with this one. Really like this one. Pat Smellen up. I'm also gonna go with the 8 horse here. Number 8, Simeon. I hope I said that right. Or Simeon. William Buick for the trainer who is Willie Mullins at 20-1 here in the American odds. Last time out there on October the 4th at Longchamp in France, 2.5 miles in the Prix du Cardin Stakes, Group 1, Class 1 event that day. Finished 7th by 9.5 lengths. Just wasn't up there that day. Against a really tough field. Then at Doncaster, 2.25 miles in the Doncaster Cup Group 2 that day on September the 11th. Finished 5th by 5 lengths at 14-1. He weakened. Wasn't If you look back at the start, it just wasn't a really good start. This horse hasn't won in his last few starts. Hasn't won at all this year. Ran 5 times last year, won once. So in the past 11 starts or 10 starts, he hasn't really did well. This year, this horse hasn't finished in the money either. First, second, or third. I think today he should be having a really good run. Gonna go with this one here. Over this course at Ascot, has run over it back in June, and this year, June the 18th, in the Ascot Gold Cup Group 1. Finished 4th by 2 lengths. He was just never near the finish. I think today we should really see a prized performance by this horse, 20-1. So recap my bets for the first race from Ascot's 12:20 to 12:45 post time. Excuse me. Gonna go with the 5-8. And let's head on to race number 2. Let's get on to it. It's the 1:20 post time here, 8:20 here in America, 8:20 in the morning. So gonna wake up early for that. It's actually going to be on TV, surprisingly, here in America also. It is Quipo British Champions Sprint Stakes Group 1 Class 1 event here. Going for a purse of $986,500. That's in American currency, worth about 600,000 pounds in the UK currency. Really nice race. We have 20 horses going into it. Found 3 horses. It's a very tough race. Again, handicap. I found 3 horses traveling 6 furlongs here. I'm going to go 3, 15, 16. Number 3, Denzino, Frankie Dettori. Last time out, did run at on September 27th in 5 furlongs in a conditions group Class 3 event. Just wanted to get this horse's feet moving, I guess, that day, just to give him a start. Finished 1 by 2.5 lengths. Like I said, wanted to get the horse running, give him a bit of a start. He ran onto a really good win that day. Very easy win if you watch the replay. The start for that was at Haddock on September the 5th. 6 furlongs in the Betfred Sprint Cup Group 1 that day. Finished 6 by 5 lengths. He just kept on going into the 1 pace. Really nice not nice, but let me rephrase that. It wasn't his best start. It wasn't his worst start. Finished sixth against a really tough field. And start before that was at Newmarket, July the 11th, 6 furlongs in July Cup Group 1. Finished fifth by 2 lengths. Very, very wide open finish that day. So finishing fifth by 2 lengths really, you know, he just missed it. And this horse ran over this course last year, October the 4th at Ascot, 6 furlongs in a Benetton Stakes Group 3. Finished second by head and was headed home really well that day. I really think this horse will really do well today. 15-1 Frank Couture, I think he knows his way around this course pretty well. Believe me, you and me. So I'm going to go with this one. I'm also going to go with the 15, number 15, Muhar, something like that. Really horrible with names. With Paul Hennigan up at odds of 9-5 here in the American odds. Ran August 9th, has a layoff of about 2.5 months at Deauville in France, 6.5 furlongs in the Larc Prix and Marseille Day Stakes. Group 1 that day. Finished first by half length. Won that day, was a favorite, also a heavy favorite. He just did nothing wrong that day. Really went to the lead, went on to win. Start before that was here in England, in Newmarket on July the 11th. 6 furlongs in July Cup Group 1. Won by nose. He just ran on really well again that day to a really nice victory. And over this course in the Commonwealth Cup at Ascot back in June the 19th, won by 3/4 of like another really, really good victory to get it written out in style that day. Gonna go with this one. So that started back in his last three have been really good, going for four in a row. Hopefully this course will really do it. I'm also going to go with the 16, Strathburn. Andre Atazenti is in the saddle, the 16, with for Qatar Racing. 10-1 here in the American odds. Last time out, throwing a haddock on September the 5th, 6 furlongs in the Betfred Sprint Cup Group 1. Finished second by nose at 33-1. You have to say that was a really good second place finish by nose. Just missed the winner that day. Twilight Sun. Start before that was actually at Newbury, July the 8th, 6 furlongs in the Haddock Stakes Group 3. Won by length, and I have to say that was a really good victory. It was ridden out to a nice, clear stakes. And then that horse surprisingly was a maiden before that. I know. He broke his maiden on July 9th at Doncaster, 6 furlongs in Class 5 event, and won by 3/4 length. So stepping up from a maiden Class 5 to Group 3 victory after that's pretty impressive. He just did everything easy. This horse has 9 starts, 2 wins, but before that maiden start, this horse was running in Group 3s, ran in Ascot over this course, April 29th, 6 furlongs in the Maribel Stable Pavilion Stakes. Finished 8th by 7.5 lengths. He was just weakening in the final furlong, and then last year at Newmarket, October 17th, exactly a year ago in the Dubai Carnival Stakes, finished second by 1.5 lengths. Again, he was running on well, so he was running in Group 3s. Running in a Group 1 today, really it's gonna take a lot for him to win. But a 10-1, maybe a second or third place finisher, so we get some money here. Really should make me some money. So gonna go with this one. So count my bets for the 120 post time from Ascot's it is the British Champion Sprint Stakes. Gonna go with the 3:15:16. Now let's head on to race number 3. The third race on today's program from Ascot is the 155 post time. It is the Quipo British Champions Phillies Mayor Stakes Group 1 Class 1 event here for 3-year-olds Phillies Mayors traveling 1.5 miles on the turf course. It's good to soft turf course it is. Going for a purse of £550,000. In the American currency, that's about 750, something like that. We have a really good field. We have 12 horses in this field. And I found 2 horses I really like. I'm going to go 5-8 here. Like I said, all these races are just really hard to look at. So tough. But I'm going to go 5-8 here. And in American currency, this actually is worth $902,000. Number 5, Beautiful Romance, James Doyle here at odds of 12-1. Godolphin Owens, trained by Said Bensour, hasn't started since September 13th of this year. Longchamp in the Prix Versailles Stakes Group 1 event that day. Lost to Treve that day by 11 lengths. Finished 5th by 11 lengths. Treve won that day, who was a really good horse. There's no way this horse is catching it that day. was on a soft ground, so you have to remember that one also. The start before that was actually at Windsor, August 29th, a mile and a half in a listed stakes Class 1 event. That was just a easy win for him. It was a listed stake, so he just wanted to get the horse's feet moving. So this horse could really, just get a little workout. And then Deauville in France, August 1st in Group 3, the Size Stakes. Fifth, sixth by 4.5 lengths. Again, just really a little bit out of his element that day. This horse is 5-2 in his career, has never run here at Ascot, so that's going to be a big question for this one. So, going to go with this one. I'm also going to go with the 8 horse here. Number 8, Covered Love. Pat Smullen on this one. I think I have Pat Smullen a whole bunch of times today. You better win all these times. 4-1 here. This Irish red horse. Last time out there on long shot on October the 4th. On October the 4th, excuse me, in the Group 1 Prix de l'Opera Stakes. Won by head at 4-1. I was the favorite that day, actually, 4-1. He was just running on well that day to really clear victory. Start before that was at York on August 20th, York Mom half in the Prix in the Yorkshire Oaks Group 1. Finished second by NACA, and he just kept on going well again that day. I have to say this horse is really in 7 starts been really spot on. Has only lost twice in 7 starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, it's wrong. He's actually lost once in 7 starts. So he's really good. Actually, he did lose twice in 7 starts. What am I saying? Excuse me. But he's won 5 times, and they all been really good against group. He won the Group 1 Irish Oaks also, finished second in the Yorkshire Oaks, and won the Group 1 Prix de l'Opera. 4-1, really nice price for this horse in America. It's probably going to be very low odds. So I'm gonna go with this one. So to recap my bets for the 3rd race, the 155 post time for mascots, the Phillies Mayor Stakes, the Champions Phillies Mayor Stakes. Gonna go with the 5-8. Well, let's head on to race number 4. The 4th race, the 2:30 post time, is the Queen Elizabeth II Stakes, sponsored by Quibo, British Champions Mile, Group 1, Class 1. It's for 3-year-olds and up. Going for a purse of $1,716,000, $716,000. So $1.7 million in American currency, 1.1 in pounds. We have 9 horses going to post. I like 2 horses here. In this field 9. I'm going to go 2-6. Really like Solo. Oh, God. Really good horse with Maxime Gouillon, this French shipper. His French connections own this one, but he's even money here. He's 1-1 here in American odds, so he's a heavy favorite. Hasn't started since July 29th at Goodwood at the Sussex Stakes. Won by half length, and this horse was just easy, very ready to win that day. Then over this course here to Ascot back in June the 16th in Queen Anne Stakes, won by length. This horse again ran on well to a very easy victory. And then this horse did win the Dubai duty-free turf stakes at Dubai earlier this year, at Maidan or whatever. Won by 4 1/4 lengths, a very easy victory. This horse has been perfect this year, 5 for 5. Last year was 6 for 5. So he's only lost once in the last 2 years. So if you think about it, even money, not a lot to fault with this one. He's been the favorite on almost every single one of his starts. He's been in the last 2 years. So going to go with this one. Also like the 6, Glen Eagles. It's supposed to come over the British Cup. There is a big question that he might not run because horse might be too wet for his liking for this Coolmore owned horse by Galileo. Ryan Moore trains. I would love to see this horse come to America for the Classic. I really think this horse could really do well over the dirt. But and if you think about it, I'm going to get off of topic for a second, but in the British Cup Classic in the last few years, the European horses have been finishing very well, even on dirt. Last year, Toast New York. The year before, Declaration of War, I think. Something like that. So the European horses, that's not saying Anita, but this is a Keelan this year, so you never know. But Glen Eagles, hopefully comes over. If he doesn't, I don't know, but I'll be sad if he doesn't come over. But hasn't started since June 16th. Over this course here at Ascot on a firm turf course. That was a very dry week at Royal Ascot. In the St. James Palace Stakes, so one easy by 2.5 lengths. It was a heavy favorite. It was very impressive. You watched the replay, it's like, oh my god. But start for that was in the Irish 2000 Guineas Group 1 on May the 23rd. Won by 2 3/4 lengths. Again, just was an impressive victory. And then first star of the year, May 2nd at Newmarket Quipo, 2,000 guineas. Again, won by 2 1/4 lengths easily, 4-1 favor. He's just ridden on well. I have him at 2-1. That's you're seeing two very good horses square up today, Solo and Glen Eagles, two very good ones, and so it's gonna be a fight between the two of them. So I'm going on the side of Solo. Mainly because, not mainly because Solo's a really good horse. He's more mature of a horse. I would love to see Glen Eagles scratch and go into the British Cup personally, but we don't know. So I should actually know this now, but so it's very hard for me to pick. I might, I'm gonna go towards Solo for this, but I'm gonna put him on the ticket also. I'm gonna go 2-6 here. So recap my bets for the fourth race, the Queen Elizabeth Stakes from Ascot. Gonna go with the 2-6 and the 2:30 post time. So now let's get on to race number 5, the fifth race, the 3:05 post time. Is the Quivo Champion Stakes, the British Champions Middle Distance Stakes, Group 1, Class 1 event. Going 1.25 miles for 3-year-olds and up. Going for a purse of $2 million here in American currency. It's 1.3 in European, in the pounds, not the euro, in the pounds. We have a really wide open field here of 13 horses. And I have 4 horses here because I can't find a horse here to really be my top pick. Again, this and the next race have been, actually this race was actually the hardest to find a horse, just one horse to put on a ticket. So that's why I have 4 here. But I really like the 2, 5, 8, 9. Number 2, Fantastic Rack, Fascinating Rack actually, 15-1, Pat Small, and like I said, I have him a lot today, so he really better win. Last time out there on Leopardstown, September the 12th in Ireland, 1.5 in the King's Enterprise Stakes, Group 3. Again, won by 6 lengths, a very, very comfortable win that day. Start before that was over here in England at Windsor on August 29th in 1.25 miles in the Group 3 Hubert Winter Hill Stakes. Finished 5th by 2 3/4 lengths. He just had no extra that day. Not his best run, but, you know. And then at Kirk in Ireland on May 23rd in a Tattersfield Gold Cup Group 1. Finished 2nd by neck. This horse just kept on going well and closing good. I'm going to go with this one. 11-6 in his careers, so you never know if this horse really come in. Like I said, it's really hard to find one horse for this race. I'm also going to go with the 5, Corniskin. I'm really horrible with names, so excuse me. Jamie Spencer hasn't started since September the 19th at Newbury, and the Group 3 Do I Duty Free Legacy Cup Class 1 event, won by 1.5 lengths, and he was just staying on strong. A very nice win for this horse. Didn't start for that. Was actually good a few months before, back in July 31st, 1.5 in the Glorious Stakes. Finished 2nd by 3/4 of a length. He just could not reach the winner that day. So, not as, it was a good finish, 2nd place finish. And then over this course at Ascot back in June in the Prince of Wales Stakes, finished 4th by 3 1/4 lengths behind Free Eagle, The Great Gatsby, and the Western Hymn. He's just stayed on really well. Gonna go with this one. I'm also gonna go with the 8 horse here, Ribbons. Frankie Dettori at 15-1 for James Frahala. I'm really horrible with names. I can't stress that enough, but I feel so sorry if I mispronounced his name. But last time out, probably horribly also, but last time out, they're in Carrick in Ireland on September 13th in the Group 3 Moygle Jules Blandford Stakes, won by half length. It was a good lead, but the ride of that, I wasn't a really big fan of Tom Quilly's ride that day. I know he won, but it just wasn't, not to criticize him, because he's doing something I can never do. You don't see a lot of 200-pound jockeys, but but then even I just wasn't a fan of the ride that day by him. But then at Deauville in Ireland, Deauville in France actually, not in Ireland. That would make sense. On August 23rd, and a Group 1 Darley Prixtine Romont Stakes, finished 6th by 3 lengths. Just not a really good race for this horse that day. And then start before that was a Carrick in Ireland on June 28th in Sea Stars Pretty Polly Stakes, Group 1, finished 3rd by neck. He just kept on going well. Gonna go with this one also. Like I said, it's just a very hard race to figure out. And I'm also gonna go with the 9, even my favorite here in America, Jack Hobbs, William Buick for Godolphin, and partners. John Gosden trains this one. Last time, just September the 5th, this horse had Group 3 September Stakes at Kempton, a mile and a half on the poly track. Won by 3/4 of length. Easy victory for this one. Just to get his legs stretched out, I think. Then occurred in Ireland on June the 27th, a mile and a half in the Irish Derby Group 1. Won by 5 lengths. Another easy victory for this one. Very comfortable. Then over at Espen Inverness Derby, finished second behind Golden Horn, another John Gosden horse. This horse just kept on going to one pace, could not get in front of Golden Horn. Behind Golden Horn twice, once in the Inverness Derby and once in the Dante Stakes at York. Gonna go with this one, even money. He's finished second behind a really good horse in 2 starts. Last start was really easy. Gonna go with this one. Sir, cap my bets for the 305 from Ascot. Gonna go with 2-5-8-9 in today's 5th race. So now let's get on today's 6th race number 6, the final race on the program from Ascot. It is the Balmoral Handicap, sponsored by Quibo, Class 2 event here. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Traveling 1 mile here over the good to soft turf course. £250,000 guaranteed, $390,000 in America currency, with 20 horses going to post. Gonna go with the 214 here. Number 2, Balti Boys, Sylvester D'Souza is in the saddle. Last time out, did run at Shelton, at Shelton City, whatever. God, I forgot the name of the race course, but over the mile and 1/8 over the sand on September the 26th, the conditions Class 2 event. Finished 6 by 3.5 lengths, because I've been talking for over 20 minutes now, so my brain's fried. And you have to please pardon, it's 5:30 in the morning here in America. This horse is just ridden out and weakened that day on the sand. Then it started for that at Haddock, got that one right, on September the 5th in the Group 3 Superior Mile. Won by 1.5 lengths. Very nice victory in that Group 3 against 7 other horses. He just ran on gamely. Was the favorite actually that day also. And then at Ascot over this course, July 25th, 7 furlongs in the handicap Class 2 event. Finished second by a head of 20-1. He just failed to win that day in a head bob. So going to go with this one. Really like this horse, 15-1 bomb. I'm also going to go with the 14. Number 14, Marry Me, with David Probert, 12-1. Last time out, did run at over in Germany actually, September the 3rd, Andy Darley Oiten Renan Stakes, Group 3. Finished second by 5 lengths. David Probert came over to ride this one that day also in Germany. It was a good second place finish, I must say. Start 4 that was actually in England, July the 7th, 1 mile in a Phillies listed stakes Class 1. Finished second by length. He just kept on going towards the finish that day. The mile distance really helped this one. Again, in another race, it's really hard to handicap. Probably less harder than the other race, but on a normal card, this race would be really hard. So I'm going to go with this one. So recap my bets for the 6th race from Ascot, the 3:45 post time. I'm going to go with the 2:14. Good luck to all, and remember to follow me on Twitter at 316picks for more selections. Good luck, everybody, and good luck.